Oopsies. All right. It's full. Oil looks clean. That means oil looks clean. That means I don't think there's coolant in the oil. That's a good thing. We'll find out more. We'll find out more when I drop the oil out of this thing, I guess. Let's get it fired up. Get rid of the truck keys. What the doke? Oh. Oh, there we go. It runs. All right. Looking good. Looking good. Not seeming bad. Oh, there it is. She burns a little coolant, no big deal. So I gotta check battery light, low voltage light, but no other lights. If you didn't know about a Land Rover, this thing is sweet, guys. I'm pumped. I'm stoked. Let's drive this thing. Legal as all get out. Power steering's a little tight. Steering wheel's in a weird position. Does it pull out? Or push in? Lots of visibility. Woo. Power steering feels a little tight. Steering wheel feels a little tight. It's like sitting on top of a fluffy dandelion. Woo. All right. This thing is sweet. I think I got some flat tires. They feel squishy. I think that may be our stiffness, fighting flat tires. Wow. needs a headliner job. I am stoked, boys. Let's do this. I think we got a good driver here. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Get in, loser. Let's go for a rip. Get your shoes, sandals, anything. Now it's on.
Kids are safe inside.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that big rust spot down there.
Yeah.
How's the drive? Does it feel nice?
Steering's a little tight, a little smoky,
Little smoky. Little full, lot of sap.
a little full, a lot of sap.
It sits really like high, but not high.
Sit high in it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It's like high, but not high.
This is the classic Land Rover sitting position.
It's weird, is what it is.
It's different. Yeah, I remember it from Francois' classic Range Rover.
You like this, hey? See, I'm telling you, it's the way to be. Turn off my podcast. Come on, a rip. Just got your message. Just got your message. I heard you beat the horn. I thought you were like wanting me to bring the kids out to show you.
The tires are a little, I think they're a little low in the front or something because it's not wanting to turn.
Hopefully it's a tire.
Yeah, the tires are a little low. Right? It's like,
Oh wow.
yeah, really fighting it.
There's power steering in this though, right?
Yeah, it should be power steering. Like
Look at it,
it rips.
does it?
Yeah.
Don't get pulled over.
Yeah, it's not tagged.
This is legal.
Totally.
You hear that, YouTube? Fuck, that sounds bright. Jesus Christ. Is it tight both directions or just to the left?
Both directions. I think the tires are low.
Oh, look see. Is this that neighbor guy?
Yeah.
There's a lady walking dogs, Ross. Don't be an ass.
It's got some pep in it stuff, hey?
Yeah, it does. It's nice. I like it. It sits different, hey? Like, you get in and you're like, I wasn't expecting to sit up high.
Yeah.
But, like, the rest of the vehicle's way the fuck down here. It's weird.
It is weird.
I like it, though. It's super cute.
It's really like, there's lots of windows, obviously.
It's really roomy.
Yeah. It's my little car. Just my little grocery getter.
Your little go-getter. There you go. Does it fit in here?
Oh, yeah.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Oh, look at that. We have a vehicle in the garage. Like a glove. Now turn it off before you gas out our children. Almost excited enough to go get a chicken wrap.
She's smoking. All right, guys, there it is. There's the new Land Rover. That was pretty fun. Starts up, drives pretty good. The steering's a bit stiff. It's crunchy in spots. Under the hood, there's quite a bit of corrosion on the aluminum and anything that's steel under there. This was a BC vehicle. It's pretty clean overall. I was just admiring rock chip there on the front. The Rover emblem needs some loving. Bumper cover has a crack or whatever. That's not a big deal. I'm gonna put a winch bumper on it or build one. Not quite sure yet. It's a 2003, so it's got the facelift headlights. Tan interior. I think it's a leather, fake stuff, whatever they call it. Black dash, black carpet, droopy tan headliner. Gonna change that, fix that up when have a couple bucks laying around. But that won't be too bad. Yeah, I get new upholstery for the seats. They aren't that expensive, actually, believe it or not. The rain gutters, the paint's all flaked away. All aluminum body on this guy. No sunroofs. No sunroof, that's okay. Don't really need one. Just extra glass. Another place to leak. Cracked tail light covers or housings, I guess. That's okay. Both sides are like that. This door opens up nice. Tons of room for the fam dam. So yeah, it's got, for 2003, it's got anchors. The wife's pretty happy about that. It's got the ratchets in the seat belts, so that's good for the kids' car seats. Comes with the locking lug nut kit, like the lug nut key, first aid kit, stuff for the jack. Overall, pretty excited. There's some surface rust. I mean, it's a 20-year-old, you know, no big deal. Just minor paint stuff. Very, very minor. It's pretty clean overall. It looks like it's got the rubber drive adapter, but not too sure. Won't be climbing. It's crusty. It was sitting underneath an oak tree, so it's full of stuff. But yeah, that's the new project. So the story is that original owner blew the motor, and they did flange. They pulled the motor, did flange liners, which is a common thing on these blocks, so the block is still good. And then had another head gasket failure, and then sadly he passed away a year or so later after that. But so as far as my research can tell, this is a Buick 218. Anyway, it's a Buick aluminum block, aluminum heads that they had in the Skylark from 64 to 68. After that, Buick said F that and sold it to Rover, and Rover had it in all their whole product line up until the end of 2004. So as the story goes, or what they figure, is that the tooling was just punched out by the end of the production run. That's 40 years of production, and the tooling was just wiped out. The coolant passages weren't in spec anymore. They were so they had this thing stroked and punched out from 215 to 283, and over the years, just making more power and not changing the flange setup. It's just the liner setup. What happens is that it overheats, and then the liner slips, and then kablam. So that's fairly common with these late model Discoveries or Discovery 2s. late model Rover V8 before they brought the Jaguar on board on 2005. So what am I gonna do with this? It's got possibly a warped head. I'm not gonna do much. It drives pretty good. I checked the oil, it didn't look milky at all. So I don't think I have a cracked block, and that's pretty good, I think, in my opinion. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a head gasket kit. We're gonna take it down to the block. We're gonna clean it up. We're gonna check the heads for straightness. Make sure they're not twisted. I think one is. And then if we have to replace one, we'll replace one. And then we'll put it back together. And I don't really have much else planned for it. I wanted to do a lift. I have a set of 35s I was going to put on it, but I just want to drive it. The truck is going to cost me a lot of money if I want to keep on driving it. I think I'm having a fuel pump issue, maybe the injectors. I'm not sure. It's shaky at idle, and it's not happy. It's got 280,000 K, guys. I daily drove that truck for 10 years. It doesn't owe me a dime, but I don't want to put that much money into it. So I'm going to play with this. I'm going to daily drive this after we get it fixed up. So that's the upcoming content. So just the channel update. I got a couple saws to build. I just waiting on some parts. I got this Brazilian 395 XP. We're gonna do Wiseco piston and hybrid ceramic bearing. Redbeard saws filter on it. We're gonna port the muffler, port the exhaust, port the cylinder. Just my typical stuff. Some cosmetic stuff, full wrap, etc. And then I'm going to sell it. And hopefully I sell it enough, I want to buy a welder. So we're going to start doing more vehicle stuff like I always wanted to do. I'd really love to build a hot rod. But the priority needs to be getting this Rover going, getting my investment going. Get this Rover running, driving, so I can drive it every day and I can park the Ford, because the Ford is going to cost me a lot of money if I want to keep on driving it. Fuel pump, injectors, etc. Right? I got to do that. I have a hub kit to put on it. Yeah, it's going to cost me a lot of money to keep that thing going. So this is going to cost me a couple bucks. Not that bad for right now. I'm $4,000 in. Probably $1,000 total, and it'll be runnable. And it should be, people that know Land Rovers are going to laugh at me. It should be fairly reliable. No lights, nothing. But there's nothing we can't fix, right? Just some parts. Not too big a deal. But yeah, pretty happy overall. Pretty fun to drive. And it just fits. Pretty cool. So this is my table I was building. I do have a bunch of footage. I don't need this anymore. I'm gonna need these. These are. So I'm gonna put puckboard as the topper. This is a hanger for my Fordham. This is my lumber collection underneath the pile. I got some racks for it to get it up off the floor. I got an electrical cord thingy I want to put up, but here we are. Everything's all backwards and cockeyed. So as far as working on this, I think I'm going to take the hood off, put it on top of the rack, and then I'll have access to the front here. We can pop the hood, I guess. Let's pop the hood. Yeah, super fun. It's a different driving experience. You sit real high. And like I was saying before, when I was in college, my buddy Francois had a 91 or a 94? Somewhere in there. Early 90s. He had an early 90s Range Rover Classic. And it was that emerald green color. I don't know what the actual Land Rover color was. But yeah, it was that green color. Frick, it was beautiful. It was a great ride. Pretty fun. But yeah, it sat up high like that, I remember. There's some rust. This guy's in here. I'm probably going to take this out instead of fighting with it. I'll take the whole box out. Oh, it's part of the battery tray. Oh, fun. It's part of the battery tray. I guess I can get an aftermarket one. I do got an aftermarket, like a coil relocating kit. See how it's corroded. So we can clean that up. Clean up both the clips, etc. Gotta clean it out. Anyway. That's not good, by the way. That's not good, by the way. That shouldn't do that. That means we're getting combustion gases in the coolant. But yeah, I'm not seeing too many issues that are jumping out at me. Just corrosion, surface corrosion. Belt looks okay. Looks basically brand new. Brake booster. Power steering. Yeah, there's some power steering there. Air box. Cold air. Windshield washer fluid. Cool. Yeah, she's a V8. So this will be interesting. Anyway, this is what I got for now. And once I get working on this thing, I'll bring you guys along for the ride. Anyway, thanks for checking out the channel, guys. It's not always the most interesting stuff, but it's life. Anyway, we'll be doing more mechanic stuff in the near future. See you guys.